So yes, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Hopefully you're watching it though pretty sharply from when I've uploaded it, because I want to let you know about a sale that's on the Essence Vault website. If you don't know the Essence Vault, they're a clone house. I've got a few of their fragrances actually right next to me here, but I've recently bought over the Christmas period. They had an amazing sale. It was £45 for six 100ml fragrances, 100ml clone fragrances, and they've just brought it back for the Easter time. So I wanted to upload this video really quickly. Again, it doesn't seem to. I've tried to have a look on the website. I'm literally doing this off the cuff now, and I can't seem to see an end date with it. So I thought if I get it out now, hopefully you'll see this beforehand. If you do want to buy some clone fragrances, which I'm really happy with the ones I've had from them before, for an amazing price, under £8 per 100ml fragrance, this is the time to do it. They're also doing an offer. It's not just for the bundle, so I'm getting like 3 fragrances, 100ml ones, and then obviously you get another lot 3. But they're also doing it. Say you wanted to buy one fragrance from them, you can just buy the other one for free. So you don't have to go and get 3 fragrances. I'm just buying the bundle because I felt that was the best price, the best value for money. And yeah, I just wanted to share the ones I've ordered. I have no idea what they're going to smell like. Obviously know the DNA of a few of these fragrances, because I've gone for some quite classic ones. Let's say, yeah, Mount Rushmore fragrances. I think some of these would certainly be a part of it. So yeah, I thought I'd share them, obviously talk about them, and yeah, hopefully may just give you some ideas for things you may want to buy off their website as well. But they do loads of other things, candles, they do detergent sheets, all these things, which I think you can get an offer on, where if you buy one of them, you'll get the other, yeah, you get another candle for free essentially. So yeah, waste no time. I'm going to tell you the 6 that are coming, and hopefully over the next few months I will do some fitness fragrance reviews on them. First fragrance, the first clone I've gone for is called the Essence Vault 200 Plus, and that is a clone of one of the most iconic men's fragrances, Creed Aventus. Yes, now the reason I actually like this one, and obviously Creed Aventus is always super expensive. That's the first reason I wanted to get a clone of it. I have smelt the original before, didn't particularly wow me, but I know it's safe, popular, mass pleasing. That's kind of what I've gone for with my buying it. But also on top of that, when you've looked at some sort of cheapy versions of this, or say you look on eBay to buy the original Creed Aventus, some people are selling fakes within the same bottle, and I don't want to have that risk. At least I know with this clone house, they are cloning that original fragrance. And again, I trust that they're going to have that scent DNA and quality that I expect from these clones. They use quite decent perfume oils, the Essence Vault. A lot of these clone houses are really stepping up their game. They're not just synthetic anymore. They're trying to use as many natural oils as they can. But let's talk about Creed Aventus. When you go on Fragrantica, main accords, fruity, sweet, woody, leather, citrus, smoky, musky, tropical, fresh, mossy. Basically, it seems to cover a lot of bases. But I think when people talk about this scent, they talk about pineapple, but also that smokiness as well. Some reformulations have smelled slightly different. Some are a little bit more fruity. Some are a little bit more smoky. But you've got things like ambroxan in it. Pink pepper I absolutely love as well. A bit of jasmine, patchouli. There's a lot of depth with this, some fruity notes in the opening of bergamot or blackcurrant and apple in particular. So yeah, really looking forward to trying this one. It's a fragrance that's been around a long time, and I think it's been cloned so much, and obviously I'm buying a clone of it, that it's lost a bit of that wow factor. People may think it's a little bit boring these days, but boring can be good. And I think the fact this one's so popular, even on Fragrantica, it's had 26,106 votes and 4.2 thousand people have done a review on it. That speaks volumes, and the score is still 4.32. It's a classic. It's going to be around for a long time. I think this would be one in 100 years. It'll still be around. It is an iconic scent, and I'm really glad to get this clone for such a cheap price. So that is the first one that's coming in my order. Sticking with the theme of Creed, I went for another clone from their house. It's the Essence Vault 283, which is a clone of Creed Viking. Now, I thought Viking had been around a long time, but it actually hasn't. It came out in 2017, but that's because I think it's a more grown-up scent than particularly something. Look, Creed does do more grown-up, sophisticated scents, but this one is very serious, less seductive. And when we look at the notes in this, it's pink pepper, peppermint, bergamot, lemon, absinthe, orange. Middle notes, lavender, Bulgarian rose, clove, allspice, orris, jasmine. Then base notes, vetiver cedar, white musk, and tonka bean. I'm getting the feeling it's going to be a bit more of a fougere barbershop vibe, and someone who's a bit more dressed up, maybe going to more of a networking event where you need to be more serious than that casual, laid-back, seductive type character. So really looking forward to trying this one. In terms of its rating on Fragrantica for the original Viking, 3.96 out of 5, 4,000 votes. It hasn't been used so much, the rating isn't quite as high, but it's not bad, is it? 907 reviews. I just think it's going to have a little bit more of a grown-up it looks versatile, and that's what I wanted. I wanted with these fragrances, these clones, to be a bit more versatile. It looks like it's mainly used full day, night. They're all pretty consistent across the board. That's perfect for me. That's exactly what I want with this fragrance. A bit more sophisticated, less playful, and yeah, interesting clone again for £8. Think how much you're saving. I hope it's going to be good. The reviews on it, looking at the clone, very positive. So fingers crossed it's going to smell like the original. But on to the third clone now, and it's another one from Creed. I'm getting all the Creeds done first, so this is the last one from Creed, and yeah, really looking forward to trying this one. I feel the notes in this suit my personality a little bit more. It's a unisex one by them. Love the bottle of the original as well, and it's a clone of Millesine Imperial, so the Essence Vault 497. If you look at the notes for Millesine Imperial, the main accord essentially is marine, citrus, salty, and fruity. Now, again, living near the seaside, I love going on beach holidays. You know, we always go on family holidays near the seafront. I like that marine vibe. It sort of gives you that more summer feeling, and obviously now we're approaching the summertime or springtime, warming up. I think this one's going to be a lot better. I think it's just a little bit more romantic. This one is considered a woody floral musk. Again, sea salt, fruity notes, Sicilian lemon, bergamot, iris, mandarin orange. So you're going to get that nice powdery. I wonder if it's almost got a clean wash in it. I've never really smelled this fragrance. Some of you are going to be saying you have no idea what it's going to smell like, but I feel like it's going to have that refined Creed quality. Look, it's a good clone, judging by the ratings, the reviews, and I think it's just going to be very wearable, easy to pull off, and that's what I want. I wanted one that's a bit more easier. Again, some of my experience with Creeds, they're a bit heavy. I think Aventus will be fine. Viking, I'm not sure about. This one, I'm pretty confident will suit me, and cannot wait to try it. So they're all the Creed ones. Let's go on to the other three that I thought. Now, I never thought I would buy a clone that's more expensive than the original, but in this case I have. And the reason I've done that is because the original, as much as I absolutely love the scent, spray my bed sheets with it all the time, it's not the longest lasting. And I'm thinking, just judging by the comments and the reviews on the Essence Vault website, the Essence Vault 118 this is, it sounds like it might be a little bit stronger than the original, which I'm happy to pay that extra price for. So it's a clone of Davidoff Cool Water. Yes, the original. Aromatic green, marine, fresh, spicy, lavender, woody, salty. If you've not smelt this one, it is. It's that nice, just, it's a dumb reach scent. You could throw this in your gym bag. Again, I used to spray it on my bed sheets, and it's just really nice. It's got mint in it. It's got rosemary. It's got coriander, sandalwood, neroli, geranium, jasmine, musk, oat moss, cedar, tobacco, and ambergris. You can tell just from the notes in this is an old school fragrance. It actually came out in 1988, Davidoff Cool Water. Again, suited to the summer. It's a summertime scent, and it's casual. That's what I wanted. I've got some serious ones there with Creed. I want to say a little bit more casual for the summer. Again, I might put this one in my bag, and it's got 3.89 out of 5 on fragrance, which isn't too bad. I think performance is the thing that probably lets it down a little bit. 19,345 votes, 1.9k reviews. So again, people know this, and I wasn't too worried about it being too different, because normally in recent times when I've bought clones, so the ones I bought over Christmas from this house, I bought one called like pistachio gelato, and I didn't know what it smelled like, so I didn't know if it was a good clone. Thankfully, this one, I know I know exactly what it's going to smell like, and if it gives me that extra performance, I'll be wearing it a lot this year, because it's a scent I haven't owned for a few years. So happy to get the clone of this one. Happy to pay a little bit more for a clone than the original, just purely on that extra performance. On to the fifth fragrance, the fifth clone I've got, and it's of a very well-known fragrance, probably just as well-known as Creed Aventus, to be honest with you, and it's just the original Aqua de Jo. Now, this is the Essence Vault 311, the clone of this one. Came out in 1996, the year I was born, and the top notes of this one are lime, lemon, bergamot, jasmine, orange, mandarin orange, and neroli. Huge note breakdowns on all these old fragrances. Middle notes, C notes, jasmine, cologne, rosemary, peach, freesia, hyacinth, cyclamen, violet, coriander, rose, nutmeg, and mignonette. I hope I pronounced these right. I'm probably butchering them. Base notes: white musk, cedar, oat moss, patchouli, and amber. But the overall vibe of this, the overall accord of this, citrus, aromatic, marine, fresh, spicy, floral, woody, and fresh. Again, it's got that bit of marine, beachy vibe. As we're warming up into this weather, I'm certainly leaning towards these types of scents. I just was really interested to smell this one. It's one that, again, is always so expensive. And when I see like phrases around 60, 70, 80, 100 odd pound that are citrus heavy, I think, they lack a bit of depth and complexity. I'd rather go for a darker fragrance. So this is where I think clones are fantastic. This one by the Essence Vault gets good reviews, but overall, Aqua de Jo does anyway. You know, if we look on Fragrantica, 4.13 out of 5 as a rating, 24,000 votes, 1.9k reviews. Built for summer, built for the daytime, and I think it's just one of them. I want it to be uplifting and also quite inviting, because I've got quite a few daring fragrances in my collection. I think clone fragrances are better actually when they are just a bit more of a safe citrus rather than those sort of deep and darker notes, because they're a little bit more complex and you tend to require a little bit more quality than something that's going to cost around £20. But yeah, really look forward to trying this one. I'm sure many of you have tried this. Can't wait to just smell it and get an idea of what the original is. I'm expecting I've probably smelt this DNA before, because let's be honest, many brands would have copied it over the last 30 years. So let's go on to the last one. The final clone fragrance that I've got from the Essence Vault is the Essence Vault 213. That is a clone of Tom Ford Noir. Now, Tom Ford Noir Extreme, I always think gets a little bit more attention, very much in line with the modern fragrances, that sort of date night caramel type fragrance. But Tom Ford Noir actually appeals to me more. It came out in 2012, this one, and when I looked at it and what it was compared to, it's compared to Prada Amber Pour On Intense, which is like a darker version of that. It's again like a dark soap. And when we look at the sort of notes in this, I can see why people have compared it to it. So we've got this amber, powdery, fresh, spicy, woody, violet, patchouli, earthy, warm, spicy, iris, aromatic. But it's the iris here that's obviously going to be very much like that Prada DNA. So yeah, really, really interesting. Again, that Indonesian patchouli leaf, I'm assuming that's a slightly darker, more earthier one. And I think that's why it's been compared so much to Prada Amber Pour Homme Intense. Really love that fragrance. My brother had it years ago. So expensive, becomes so expensive, a lot of those Prada scents. And this just allows me to have a go at trying, again, a Tom Ford fragrance that I've been really interested in the past. It's quite readily available, you can still get it. So this, I absolutely loved this fragrance. I potentially would get the original Tom Ford Noir, but yeah, really interesting. Again, it's got this Bulgarian rose. Again, it's going to have that nice floral component to it. And I just can't wait to try it. It's masculinity at its finest, according to this. A slight spiciness, which I'm slightly worried about. Not a huge fan of spice, but I think this one's going to tick the box. Being non Fragrantica, again, it's been more linked to sort of winter nighttime wear, so a slight different tone to some of the other ones I thought, which I felt like I needed something a little bit different so they don't all merge into one. But yeah, 4.06 out of 5, 4,420 votes, 525 reviews, so it's done well. And you know, for a fragrance to have been around for 14 years, it must be doing something right. And something I've noticed actually just looking at a lot of the descriptions on Fragrantica for these, pink pepper. It's almost in all of them. I love pink pepper in fragrances. It's one of my favourite fragrance notes. And yeah, pretty alongside oak moss, which again we've mentioned on a few of these ones. I can't wait to try them all. They're going to be really, really interesting. So yes, that is it for today, and hopefully I'll get this video out nice and soon for you as well. But there's 6 that I'm really interested in trying. If there's some there that you're not sure about, or you think, oh, you know, I'd like to try it, but I don't know if it's going to be the best quality clone. The one I've been most disappointed with them is not because of the scent. It was actually Hermes, just the original Third Hermes. The performance on that is really poor. Considering no parfum concentration, it's nowhere near as strong as the Eau de Toilette, just original Third Hermes. So that's the one that I've been most disappointed by. But I want to tell you about the ones that I think are absolutely brilliant on there. So Tom Ford Lost Cherry, that one's their biggest seller on the website. It's the Essence Vault 444. Smells as good as the original. It's just as strong as the original. It's a brilliant, brilliant fragrance. If you wanted it as a top-up scent to the original, then great. But I think in its own right, you could just have this. I'd never buy Tom Ford Lost Cherry again because this one is so good. The Dior Sauvage, which is the Essence Vault 197. I've got it right next to me here. It's fantastic. And actually, funny enough, I've just had an email from All Beauty trying to sell me their fragrances as well. There's so many sales on at the minute. But yeah, the Versace Eros one is particularly good as well. The Essence Vault 475. I don't know really the smell of Versace Eros. I've smelled it before, but it's been so long. Didn't like that one at first. It's really grown on me, as has Fierce. So again, it's that kind of easy to pull off scents that I think have worked best. But the Lost Cherry one is fantastic. It's so good. As is the Colonia Essenza one they do as well, which is an Aqua de Parma Colonia Essenza clone. That's the Essence Vault 36. But there's loads, and there's absolutely loads on there that I think are brilliant. So I don't want to list off too many more for you. Really worth having a look. This offer is fantastic. It allows you to try and just get an idea of a vibe of a lot of these more expensive fragrances for a cheaper price. And some of them, as I said, are so good that you don't even need to go and spend £300, £400 for the original. They're really good. I love the Essence Vault fragrances. And this is a super offer. As I said, £45 for 600ml bottles. You can't go wrong. You really can't go wrong, and hopefully you'll take advantage of that offer as well. But thank you very much for watching this today. I think we should ask ChatGPT though, just to roast me just about buying clone fragrances before we finish. Hey there, I've just bought some clone fragrances from the Essence Vault, clone perfumes. Please can you tell me why they are bad and why I'm an idiot for doing so?
Of course. So one of the big issues is that cloned fragrances are often low quality. Like the ingredients might not be quality, the scent can be off or even irritating. Plus, it's a real ethical problem because you're basically profiting off someone else's creative work. It also hurts the brands who put a lot of care into their original designs. So, yeah, it's just not a great move all around.
I'm still a fan of clones, even if it is copying someone else's homework. We all did it at some point, didn't we? Thanks for watching. Catch you later.